hilarious opening joke related to Elden Ring. Hello there, lords and ladies. I am the Mighty Gammon, and today we discover what it means to experience true suffering in Elden Ring. Let's begin.
The loathsome dung eater.
The loathsome what? There is no god or demon in any of the realms powerful enough to stop this man. This man laughs at the prospect of being defeated. The utter folly of such a suggestion being so outrageous that he is tickled to the bone. This man eats so much shit. Elden Ring is made by the guy who made such classics as Trash, Trash, Trash. This one's actually quite good. The main aim of this game is to attack the horrible creatures who roam the lands between and hope for the best. The starting area is Limgrave, which looks like it has been directly inspired by the land of Slough in England, although I'm unsure if this has been officially confirmed yet. With most FromSoft games, the main selling point is the lack of a difficulty slider, so the game is always on the hardest difficulty. Obviously, for a professional such as myself, this game is basically on easy mode permanently. Oh Christ, what is that? What is that? Stay away from me, you freak! You cretinous being! You maniac! Haha, take that! Fall to my blade, minion of evil. I will. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. What, bruv? What, yeah? You are Batty Man, yeah? Pussy, brother. I carried out a controlled focus group exercise regarding the difficulty of Elden Ring with 4 members of the game's target audience. The results are as follows, in their own words. Well, now, the Elden Ring wasn't quite a pint of the black blood of waterfowl down by the old Flanagan's Anus pub, so it wasn't. You promised me I'd get a ciggy for doing this bollocks, mate. I don't play video games. Where's my cigarette? That elderly ring thing, yeah? Tell you what that's about, mate. That's the government trying to control us, yes? Let me send you a link to a YouTube video of my mate Darren explaining how games are turning us into women. These are the kind of people playing Elden Ring. I rest my case. I chose to be a vagabond. I think this is the class that people with no skill play because it comes with a shield. I can't think of a downside for the heavy armor either. Within 2 minutes of starting the game, I was assaulted by the Anus of Evil, a crab-like being whose sole purpose was to shoplift old croissants from Limgrave Farmers Market and sell them back to the Elden Lord at inflated prices. I lost immediately. I was brought back to life for no reason, just like I was brought back to life at the beginning of the game 5 minutes ago as well. I feel like people just don't die in this game. Upon entering Limgrave, I was greeted by a lovely man who said that I have no bitches. I bet my mum told him that. I had to touch grass in order to save the game, which I think is a very clear parallel with people needing to go outside to save themselves from being a chronically online virgin, hiding in their basement and defecating into a portable toilet they've strapped to the underside of their Omega gaming chair their parents bought them. Or in short, everyone on TikTok. My first task would be fighting this mounted knight, as it was the first enemy I'd seen in Limgrave. It should have provided a great practice session. My first task would be fighting the gremlins in this dungeon, as they were the first enemies I'd seen in Limgrave. What I like about Elden Ring is the challenge is tough but manageable if you really give the game your attention. For example, this statue of a cat could easily be... By simply blocking its sword strikes, you render it powerless. If you remove your shield, which is a useless pile of rubbish, you can actually score some meaningful hits on this thing. Playing Elden Ring is like rapidly coming to the realization that the thing you thought would protect you is actually your greatest weakness. Oh no. Oh god, my cocaine has betrayed me! Combat in Elden Ring is more fun, in my opinion, than previous Souls games. It feels more flashy and responsive, whilst also only making you want to kill yourself 80% of the time, instead of 81% like in Dark Souls 3. The game also gives you easy access to a powerful sword almost immediately, which has a very powerful stunning ability that I forgot to use until much later. I named this sword Gareth. Early on in the game, you are harassed by a woman who wishes to take your virginity. I said no, but she followed me around anyway. I'm certain this is supposed to be illegal, or at least frowned upon in some countries. Maybe that's just reserved for when men do it. Sometimes you will surprise yourself with the feats you perform in Elden Ring, like failing to kill a random soldier in a field, then suddenly managing to 1v1 a troll and win, or filling up your petrol with someone else's hose whilst they're in the petrol station and driving away, so they get charged for both cars. Oh wait, that wasn't supposed to be in the script. What's this now? I've been invaded, but I'm in offline mode. What is going on? Oh, crumpets! He's right there! I will use my very useful shield to defeat you, cretin. How does it feel to be left in the dust? To be so absolutely beaten that you just give up and accept death. You weren't even trying because there is no victory over me. That was an AI, wasn't it? What are you looking at? Oi! Come back here, I say! It wasn't long before I realised that Elden Ring was just a copy of the much more popular Ghost of Tsushima game, developed by Peter Molyneux. This Mongol encampment was obviously copied from the final Mongol camping Ghost, run by Peter Griffin himself, no less. When people tell you that they spend up to 5 hours straight trying to defeat a single enemy in this game, you might assume they need to be sent to a re-education camp for 6 months where they're forced to get good. But I've recently discovered that they are not lying. It took me 400 attempts to kill some guy with a couple of mallets in a basement somewhere. Oh, for God's sake! Dormammu, I have come to bargain. Dormammu, I have come to... Dormammu, I have come. Dormammu, I have... You will bargain with Dormammu. Die, you freak! I want to see the light go out from behind your fetid eyes. I will watch as the fire fades from your soul. Oh yeah, I won. I would like some meat.
What the hell is this?
Do you like Skyrim? Then you must love mud crabs. Exclusively in Elden Ring. You can fight these mud crabs once again in high definition. Bully these crabs for fun every evening, just like your dad bullied you with the belt. Bloody hell, it's the dad! He's come to beat his kids again. Where's this path taking me then? What secrets might I discover? No, I don't think so. I've messed up, I've messed up, I've messed up. Ah, my face! What is this thing now? Nothing in this game surprises me anymore. I've changed my mind. That is truly horrible. The game allowed me to summon an AI sorcerer to help with my mission. The next section would be perfectly manageable, right? Right? Of course it's Margaret the Fat. I've heard a lot about you, Margaret. Your horrible visage and sweaty thighs don't scare me. You weapon of a woman. I have a sorcerer. Sorcerer, please help. Are you going to help? I'm just going to leave you to deal with the Margaret. What have I done? One thing you'll notice about Elden Ring is it's like an abusive relationship. No matter how many times it hurts you, you keep coming back for more punishment. Sounds like my job, actually. Please, no, I've almost done it. No, 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 no! 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 I decided to leave Margaret for later. The game is very crafty because an essential item, Ashes of Clunge, are only available to get at a specific place from this spirit bint. Isn't it hilarious that you aren't told that you need to revisit an unimportant ruined church in order to have fun? I think it's hysterical. A lark, even.
Oh, I see you've just arrived.
Who the hell are you? There are some interesting characters in this game, like Jarman. He likes to get stuck deep inside crevices and often needs to be forcibly removed. You may have seen him in the cult classic One Man, One Jar. I ventured forth into a village overrun by undead, only to find Prince Philip sailing around it. I did my duty to the realm and sent him on his way peacefully. You know you've explored just a little bit too much when you come across this awful place. What a horrible location. Its only inhabitants are soul-devouring monstrosities from the rotting abyss. Every tree and mountain is desecrated to appease a laughing god. The very essence of life is absent from this pit of despair. The air feels heavy with the stench of death and decay. To linger here for even a moment is to invite corruption to the mind so destructive that you cease to exist as yourself and are instead forever changed into something much more sinister. So anyway, I decided to leave Croydon. I finally made it to this Erdtree. Christ forgive me for I have sinned! After hiding from Diane Abbott and being killed several times, I conceded defeat, escaping back to Limgrave to fight the Tree Sentinel once again. With my newly acquired army of anorexics, I felt unstoppable until I was stopped. They were useless, but I came out on top thanks to being able to restart 50 times from a checkpoint. You know what they say, never underestimate her. I was astonished when I ran into Theresa May out in the fields. She looked like she'd been running through them actually. It was very naughty. I'm not supposed to be here. Google Maps said this was the way to McDonald's. This is clearly a Burger King. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Fire your arrow then, imbecile, and watch as I obliterate your mortal form, sending your soul into the abyss where it belongs. Now, Margaret, you will feel the power of my fully armed and operational anti-dickhead loadout. Take this and that. Good. Let your hatred flow through you. I can feel your anger. It gives you focus, makes you stronger. Unfortunately for you, Margaret the Flaccid Omen, I am not looking for an apprentice. Now, young Margaret, you will die.